At a time when celebrity endorsements have been under harsh scanner and amplified by superstars who endorse Maggi noodles, an actor who doesn't normally go out on a limb has spoken out in what can only be interpreted as a stern message to her Bollywood peers. Katrina Kaif, currently promoting her new film Phantom, has hit out at her mega star colleagues in Bollywood, asking them to take more responsibility for the brands they endorse. Katrina was speaking in an exclusive interview to India Today's Rahul Kamal.
Fair to blame the celebrity who's done the ad for any trouble that product gets into with the law?
Not entirely, for sure. I disagree with entirely placing the blame, because there's a lot of information which probably, as you're saying in this case, the celebrity would not have had access to, and had they probably tried to do research, and in the particular case of Maggi noodles which you're talking about, I mean, that's something which I think 95% of our population in India, eats. It was a staple food, so I think that came as a shock to everyone. But in general, what you're saying in terms of a celebrity trying to take, or should be held accountable for what they endorse, I've always said that, and I think people always kind of passed it off as a frivolous comment. But I really have tried to be quite careful in terms of products which can be unsafe or cause harm. Or let's say, for example, you're endorsing a cosmetic, okay, which you've not done proper research, is fairly new in the market, it's going to offer you a great sum of money, but you don't really know. It's not tried and tested, it's not been out there. That's something that I would never like to do, which is why, especially in the categories of skincare, things which people are going to actually be putting on themselves, hair care, I've always really stuck to brands that I believed in and that I know for a fact are going to be very safe and very good, and products which I at one point would have used or used myself, have used before and would use now. So I think celebrities cannot be blamed, but they should try to be aware.
There's several celebrities who endorse fairness creams, for example. Do you think they should keep societal factors in mind as well, try and prevent youngsters from thinking that a fair skin is what they should be aiming for, and essentially try and put out products which don't really take society in a negative direction?
The problem is not with the product per se, the problem is with the communication of the advertising, and I've always really believed this. If you are endorsing a product, or if you're going to appear in an advertisement where the communication is advocating things like propaganda, that if you are fairer you will be more beautiful, if you are fairer you'll be more successful, that of course is ridiculous, and I would highly advise and want to to appeal to anybody to please not do something so ridiculous as that. I've always said it's a funny concept because having spent a lot of time in the West, everyone is chasing a tan. Everyone wants tan skin, and everyone applies fake tanning lotion. So bronze and warm skin is beautiful, dark skin is beautiful. So any propaganda advertising, or like you're saying, these I was dark and I'm sad and now I'm fair, that's ridiculous and very highly irresponsible. Advertising a cream which may take away dark spots which come in due to the sun in India is very common, and that's something which even a dermatologist will give to you. So I don't think it's a problem to it's up to the individual what they choose to put on their skin. If they wish their skin to be more exfoliated, or to be more glowing, or to be brighter looking, I think that's up to the individual. It's the same thing, similar thing as saying that as a woman grows older, she may start seeing fine lines on her face, and you advertise a cream to remove the fine lines. That's a choice. That's a personal choice. Some people, like my mother, would not be bothered by chasing fine lines on their face. So I think that's an individual's choice. What is definitely wrong, as I would repeat, is propaganda advertising, spreading this thought in the message, in the communication of your ad, that fair is beautiful and dark is not. That's wrong.
Well, I'm glad that you've taken a position as strong as this. Usually,
I hope that made sense.
Oh, absolutely. Usually Katrina Kaif gets the award for the most diplomatic answers. On this question, she was diplomatic on Hafi's side, but she spoke her mind out on fairness creams, and more power to you. Well done, Katrina. Thank you very much for joining us. Yes, go on.
I think it's the way you pose the question, which is quite clear, and I think you're asking the right questions.
Good. I'm glad that you feel that. We've got a bit of mutual admiration society going here. Thank you very much, Katrina Kaif.